A super stacked UFC 259 card goes down this Saturday with 3 UFC titles on the line as Petr Yan fights Aljamain Sterling. In the co-main event, Amanda Nunes fights Megan Anderson, and the card is headlined by the much-awaited super fight between light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz and middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. And you can watch it go down live by ordering UFC 259 pay-per-view, which will be exclusively available on ESPN Plus. And now you can get the Disney Bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu, along with UFC 259 pay-per-view for just $82.98. So don't wait. Click the link in the description and order UFC 259 pay-per-view today.
Do you think it's a mistake on his part to come so much lighter?
We will see after the fight.
Do you believe him?
We will see.
Do you believe him?
I think that he do a mistake that he go to light heavyweight. So, and I will try to prove it and do my best.
Mistake because the fighters are bigger at light heavyweight.
Exactly.
You think he's underestimating you?
I don't think so. No, I think he got respect to me, but he's also strong mentally and he believes in himself, you know. But I don't think that he don't have respect. I think I have got respect to him, and I think that he's got respect to me also.
Jan, come Saturday night, you could weigh around 25 pounds more than him. That's a major difference, right? I mean, usually maybe it's 5, 10 max, 25 pounds. How does that impact you? Like, what kind of an advantage do you think this gives you?
No, the cage is smaller, so I don't have to, you know, run after him, you know, when he's gonna use his footwork. And when I grab him, I'm gonna use my weight, you know, and he's gonna feel this, you know, that I'm heavier, so he's gonna be tired. I think so, like this. And when fight goes to the ground, also I'm gonna, you know, be bigger, so it's gonna be, I think, easier job for me to control him on the ground. To take him to the ground, you know, because I'm gonna use not only my power but also my weight. So I think that's gonna be really good for me and will help. But I have to catch him.
Of course, catching him.
Glover Teixeira has insinuated that he might weigh in as a replacement. Is that true at all?
What was the question?
Is Glover going to weigh in as a replacement? He seemed to think that that might be a possibility a few weeks ago.
What's the question? Oh, yeah. Yes, he will.
Thank you.
Say, guys, enjoy life, enjoy the planet, be grateful. That's all.
If you look at, obviously, Petr Yan is the champion and how great he's looked. But Aljamain Sterling has really come into his own in his last couple of fights. This guy has looked absolutely dominant, and he's looked unstoppable. So, you know, he's the #1 ranked guy in the world. Won 7 of his 8 last fights. It's a fun fight. This one's very interesting. And as savage as Jan has looked in his last few fights, I don't know. I just think that Aljamain just looks like he's at a whole nother level right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
There's a lot of emotions going into this fight. Right now I'm just trying to rein it all in and just kind of keep myself composed and contained. It's a very big moment, you know, something I've been wanting for a very long time, something I visualized since I first got into the sport. I thought I would have been here 2 years in, to be honest. You know, I thought I had the skills and the talent to get there, and reality kicked me down a couple of times, and I had a couple of stumbling life lessons, and I've learned throughout my time being in the octagon. And it's helped get me to where I am today. So I'm super excited about the opportunity. I'm anxious. I'm a little nervous. Obviously, you should be nervous. You're going into a fist fight where anything can happen. You're always going to prepare for the worst, but at the end of the day, anything can happen in there. And I've learned that firsthand, and I think my opponent knows that as well. So I'm just excited to be here, and I'm going to make the most of this opportunity. I think that last fight showed that I'm a dangerous man if I get on that back. I like to pride myself that I'm the human backpack, the human anaconda. You know, if you leave something out for me, I'm going to snatch it up, and that's just what I do in the training room. You know, so I'm super comfortable when it comes to grappling, and striking is just a new element to my game. So I think it shows that I'm dangerous no matter where the fight goes. You know, so people think that if I can't get the takedown, I can't strike, but I think they've seen that in my previous fights now, that I can stand up with some of the elite strikers in this division. Yan is going to be no different, and if I get the fight down to the ground, I think him himself knows it's going to be a long night for him.
I asked him, Paulo, today, hey, how you doing? How's everything, man? I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm relaxed. It's gonna be a great fight. You know, I'm not to rush. I'm ready. Good weight. You know, this is the mindset of the champion. You know, he's not gonna have any problem. You guys gonna see on April 17th. You're gonna shut up any critics. He's gonna shut up any critics who criticize him. This you can be sure about that. You can be sure about that. He told me he's ready.
A month ago or even 2 months ago, I was asking you about what do you think TJ Dillashaw's first fight is going to be back? I mean, obviously the guy's been gone for 2 years because of that drug suspension. People are kind of excited to say, when are we going to see TJ again? That suspension ended in January. I thought we'd have fight news about him by now. Are you kind of looking at this fight like maybe he could face the winner of this one in a title fight right away, or you got other plans for TJ?
Yeah, we're working on something for TJ right now that would line him up. You know, the winner of that fight would fight for the title next.
Look at these guys. Yee. Look at this guy. He's happy. He's happy we're here. Yee! Look at him, the happy dance.
We just talked to the guy. I just flew him out here to get him looked at by doctors out here. And you know, the problem is the guy has no patience whatsoever. He wants to fight every weekend. He knows he has the abilities to be a world champion. He wants it now. He doesn't want to wait. They had him on prednisone, you know, which is a nasty steroid to help his lungs recover. And the guy's going into the gym and training when he's not supposed to be. He's supposed to be relaxing. He's supposed to get through this prescription. Then they're going to find out, you know, how he looks. And he wouldn't wait. He just keeps on training. And you can't do that when you have what he's got going on.
All right, so in other words, he's supposed to relax and recover and rest and let the medicine do its work, and yet he's just grinding. He's just training. I mean, what's it say about him that he won't stop working? And if he's not actually retiring, then what would be next for him?
It's why we all love him, and it's why the guy got over, like, what, 1 million followers in friggin' 2 weeks on social media. I mean, you love guys like this. These are the type of guys that fight fans want to see fight and want to follow and get behind, but trying to contain and control this guy to do the right thing is absolutely impossible. So, to be honest with you, I have no idea what's going to happen with him. I don't know.
Yeah, don't be surprised if I weigh in at like 193.
Really?
Yeah, don't be surprised.
193 for a 205 fight.
Don't be surprised.
201.5 pounds. 201.5 pounds, the official weight.
Hey, I'm surprised, motherfuckers.